Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only from Sydney, Nova Scotia, calling to me here in Montreal, Canada, Frankie MacDonald. How you doing today, Frankie?
I'm doing great so far. And did you hear about that? Just imagine somebody ordered the food and skipped the dishes at the bar. That means how much trouble that guy's going to be in.
If he did what? If he skipped the dishes?
If he ordered the food and skipped the dishes at the bar.
What is skip the dishes, Frankie?
Like you order food online.
And then what happens once
If
the
it
guy...
gets delivered to the bar, how much trouble that guy's going to be in a lot.
He'd be in a lot of trouble. Who's going to say who did this?
It's some individual did it.
Why did he do it?
He's just hungry. That guy's going to learn his lesson.
Yeah, he's going to get in trouble probably through... They'll catch him on social media, and then the police will be like, "Sir, did you order food and deliver it to the bar?"
How much trouble that guy's going to be in.
He's going to be in a whole lot of trouble, Frankie.
Right now, there's a whole lot of rain in northern Ontario right now. It's a snow up in the northern tip of Ontario in Churchill, Manitoba. It's really, really cold in Churchill, Manitoba. It's hot and humid in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. In Montreal, Quebec, it's thunderstorms. Over in England, there's lots of rain going on in England-France border. There's a lot of rain going on in Latvia, Lithuania. And there's a really windy conditions in southern Norway. Winds coming from the east direction in Norway. And over in places like Ukraine and Russia, they're getting lots of rain. Over cyclones hitting northeastern India now in Bangladesh. That's going to do a whole lot of damage in Bangladesh. Down in the United States, there's a lot of thunderstorms in Texas, Oklahoma, and all these places. There's a whole lot of rain in northern South America, Central America. In places
Thanks,
like Uganda, and there's a lot of thunderstorms going on right now. In Australia, there's lots of rain in southeastern Australia. Because winter's about to start in New Zealand anytime soon.
Thanks, Frankie.
It's been snowing in the Otago region in New Zealand. It's really cold there.
I was fidgeting. I had to put my fan on because it's so hot and humid here in Montreal. It's probably 30 degrees, 86, 87 Fahrenheit, and it's really muggy and humid, and there's a storm coming, Frankie. What should I do?
Calgary's getting really cool temperatures.
What should people in Montreal do to
unplug your electronics such as video games, gaming consoles, computers, stereos, so you don't get a power surge, and TVs.
I got big news for you, Frankie. There's a major bridge that connects Ottawa to Montreal. It's called the Île-aux-Tourtes Bridge, and it had to be closed by emergency. And now there's traffic jams everywhere in my area.
Yeah.
What should people do when they're stuck in traffic jams and they have no choice?
You have to go on the Highway 15 and the Highway 50 to get to Ottawa.
If I wanted to come visit you, Frankie, how would I go from Montreal to Nova Scotia, Sydney?
You have to go down to Highway 20, then Highway 30, then 20 again, then 85, then 185, 85, and Route 2, New Brunswick, then 104. Same way when you did for my boat launch.
That's right. I went to meet Frankie a couple years ago. That was a lot of fun. I should do it again when things free up, right?
And what happens if we get Rob and Slim down to Sydney?
That would be awesome if people came to visit you. They should. It's a beautiful place. Amazing people, Nova Scotia.
What happens if we get President Joe Biden to come down? What does that mean?
Just me, Jack, and Joe Biden hanging out with Frankie MacDonald at the Big Fiddle. What would we do?
Internal epic.
Yeah, probably be lots of photographers and stuff to take pictures of you. Yeah. Hey, Frankie, you got big news. You got your first vaccination shot, didn't you?
Yes. Moderna.
How did it go?
Great. The arm was a little sore because the antibodies are building up.
I was the same. I had a swollen arm for about 3 or 4 days and was a bit sleepy, but now I feel fine, and you feel safer now, don't you?
You now have to get a second dose after that. They're moving up to 2 to 4 weeks according to the Nova Scotia government.
Also, right now in my area, they're doing the military is working with the airport, and they're doing mock testing. They're testing. I heard on the news that they have like an empty passenger plane, and they're getting jets to practice, what happened over in Belarus or whatever. So they're doing that right now over Montreal, practice flights. So a jet just went over me.
Yeah, just imagine in the empty passenger planes, what happens if they put all those boxes there, like computers, TVs, what does that mean?
So inside the empty passenger jet where the military's practicing on, you're going to fill it with TVs and equipment and computers and stuff, right?
What happens if they fill it all the cargo? What does that mean?
That means the plane will be too heavy and you'll be like, oh, we got to land here. And then the airplane will land on my street while I'm talking to you. That would be pretty cool.
That means, oh my god, look at all the laptops.
Look at all the laptops there. I would go in and look for the best
How
laptop.
much trouble FedEx will be in?
FedEx will be in a whole lot of trouble. Hey, Frankie, what happened to the guy who turned his house into a nightclub?
That means that his dad cracked.
The dad couldn't take the lockdown anymore and turned his house into a nightclub. So when the son came home, there was a bouncer at the door, and he's like, I need to see your ID, man. The son's like, oh, I live here.
They'll hear go, doot.
Yeah, the music's go, and then the police come, they knock on the door. Sir, is this a residential area or a commercial area?
Residential area.
Oh, put your hands behind your back. You're coming with me. You're under arrest.
When the kid wakes up the next morning, he'll say, Mom, what happened?
He said, son, your father and I are getting a divorce.
What does that mean?
The dad couldn't take it. He took the family credit card. He went to Home Depot and he spent $20,000 on paint, and he painted the whole thing with
That
like,
means
music.
when next time you come down, Monica might join.
Yeah, that would be awesome to see Monica. She's your really, really good friend, right?
Yeah. Just imagine, doctor, throw the man in the garbage at the hospital. Doctor will say, I don't want to hear about your stories. Throw him in the garbage.
The guy's like, but doctor, I only have a sore knee.
Or sore arm.
I fell down the stairs and I bumped my arm. And the
Throw him in
doctor
the
says,
garbage.
I've had enough of your stories. Put him in the garbage.
How much trouble, doctor, in the end?
Well, the police would come and then knock on the door of the director of the hospital and say, sir, why did you throw the guy in the garbage?
The doctor did it.
Why did the doctor do it?
He's just so busy.
So he threw him in the garbage. He goes, put your hands behind your back, doctor. And then he's in jail with the guy who turned his house into a nightclub, and they become best friends and write a best-selling novel. #1 seller in all the airports across the world, Frankie.
Just imagine the karaoke guy collapsed at the bar. And at the bar, just imagine karaoke guy would actually go, bang.
That's your friend. He works out, right? He works out and stuff, yeah?
Just imagine the other guy collapsed, like the karaoke guy. A different one who actually collapsed.
Okay, and then the music stops, and then Nina, the ambulance comes, and they go, clear. Then what happens?
Just imagine the doctor will say, hey, guy,
you gotta take it easy. You gotta take 3 months off of work. You gotta get a replacement DJ for the karaoke.
that means at the bar, everybody have to sign says, get well soon.
That's right. They get a get well card. That happened to me when I broke my spinal column. I got a get well card. It was really nice. And then everybody has to wait outside until the replacement DJ comes, right?
Yeah.
You help the DJs sometimes. You watch them
Yeah.
set up and stuff. When are the bars opening up again in Nova Scotia, Frankie?
The unknown yet.
Guess what? I got news for you. They're opening up in some places in Quebec on Friday.
And did you hear about that? My second doses could be the original date September 7th. And the Nova Scotia government's talking about 2 to 4 weeks ahead. Dr. Strange said so.
Oh, that's excellent news, Frankie. And Frankie, I'm in Montreal. We've had an 8 p.m. curfew. They changed it to 9, and I think the curfew's ending on Monday. So, and with the traffic jams and you can't go outside and there's cars everywhere, it's been a lot of pressure on people. What should people do for their mental health to stay well during lockdown around the world?
Watch lots of TV.
They should watch Frankie McDonald's comedy videos, right?
Yeah, just how busy psychiatrists are during the lockdown. They're so busy.
Yeah, they're making a lot of money now, eh? All the psychiatrists are buying like big boats and yachts and big mansions now. Some people...
Just imagine that. Just imagine the owner of the bar ordered the food from Skip the Dishes, or the bar manager ordered the food on Skip the Dishes from McDonald's. What does that mean?
Like he did a prank on him. He sent him food he didn't want.
If he wanted the food, and if he ordered the food on Skip the Dishes, that means how much trouble he'd be in.
He'd be in a whole lot of trouble. He'd probably
What's that
get in
mean?
trouble from his family first, and then on social media, and then the media would show up.
Who did the guy?
Why did you do this? It's all over the newspaper, the local journal.
The bartender ordered it.
So Frankie, we got about 20 seconds left. Did you have fun today on our little interview?
Yes, I had fun today. Best luck to you. I'm Frankie Down. You're listening to Bass Guy Show.
Thanks, Frankie.